Wilson Kipsang, it's fabulous to talk to you here. As the defending champion as you are, what are your thoughts ahead of this weekend's marathon?
I think my thoughts towards this weekend's marathon is I'm really looking forward to compete with my fellow athletes and try to go for a course record.
You must feel quite at home now in London. You were here last year, you obviously won the London Marathon last year, you were third at the Olympic Games here in the marathon, so are you feeling quite comfortable in London now?
Yeah, I think coming back here again to me is like I feel like it's like home because last year much of my races I did here and I ran very well. So I think coming back here London, it's really good for me.
Your race last year was amazing to see, an emphatic win by over 2 minutes. You went at around about the halfway point. That's going to be much harder this year with the field that is lined up, isn't it?
Yeah, I think last year I decided to break away from the group in 20 kilometers because I saw that the pacemakers couldn't handle the pace again, and I was feeling good. And I just decided to take the risk.
It was certainly a risk worth taking, wasn't it? Just tell me, what does it feel like? I mean, there are a lot of big city marathons now, but what did it feel like to win London last year? Because it is such a massive marathon, it is so well known.
Yeah, I think for me, I really felt good, and because winning a race like London Marathon is being one of the majors and being one of the biggest marathons in the world. It was really good, and it's really good to win such a marathon.
And looking back over your history, quite interestingly, last year you missed the London Marathon record by 4 seconds. And quite strangely, you also missed the world record in Frankfurt by 4 seconds. What is this 4-second thing?
For me, I think it is really hard to explain because it is not that I do the timing. No, I just come like that, finishing, finding myself missing by 4 seconds. Again in Frankfurt. So I think there is something which it's hard to explain. Yeah.
And when you go out in a big marathon like London, obviously a lot has been talked about the world record this weekend, but do you go out with that record in mind, or do you go out thinking, first and foremost, I want to win this race, and then secondly, let's look at the record?
I think much of the focus is not really to the record, but I think it will determine on how the pace will be and how the guys are going to handle and how I'm going to feel during the race. But I think mainly is to go for a win. Yeah, and maybe try to run faster time than last year. Yeah.
And you think the conditions are good and the weather is right and the course is right for that world record?
Yeah, it's possible. The record is very possible in London. It's good course. And if the weather is good and the pace is taken very well controlled, and you feel good towards the end, it's possible. Yeah.
Wilson, it's been a pleasure talking to you. Good luck for Sunday, and we're going to really look forward to watching you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.